Today I would like to talk to you about finding help in your local community. In these uncertain times, there are lots of people are unsure where they could get help for whatever eventuality. There are so many options you can access these days. It's only a way really to look where to. And local communities or communities in general are coming really in not only handy, but they're also growing more and more important for any kind of support we are facing with this uncertainty going on at the moment, and also gives you a feeling of safety. So with things going on as it is in the world, it's just good to have some connections. I'm not necessarily expecting anything for it. So yeah, asking for help shows strength and not weakness. There are lots of situations one comes across in life that we may need to ask for help. And I know myself out from my own experience that it can be very, very difficult to ask for help. And it's down to the individual to do that. You can offer help, but if it's not accepted, then we have to gracefully step back and wait until that person is ready to ask for it. And that doesn't matter whatever the reason behind it or whatever the issue, the problem is, or the circumstances. I had about 10 years ago, I made a decision to get out of domestic violence and asked for help from friends who were in the police force at the time. And what I discovered, I wasn't aware of that before, what the world of help there is out there. And this is something what really gave me a lot of hope. I met these amazing people, some volunteers, some paid, in all kinds of walks in of life, and it's almost like a chain reaction, and one thing links into another. And all the help I had for myself and my daughter when we got out, from the local police up to the charity who put us in a women's refuge to be kept safe, then through to counsellors, social services, and I know there are bad experiences for some people as well. But through the system itself, I discovered that there are so many people who really, from the heart, really want to help, and they're doing it out of the love in their job and really want to help people. But the most important thing, as I said, it is that someone asks for help. I mean, you can make anyone aware of when you feel that somebody needs help. You can say, look, I'm here if you need something, if you need help, even if it's only an open ear to listen to. It sometimes goes a long way. So it really is important to have that open ear and be approachable, shall we say. I know for myself in the beginning, just being the first month out of it, I had this kind of unapproachable kind of field around me, and that took quite a long time until that lowered itself, until I dealt with my issues and stuff. So I think it's really important that if you suspect somebody being in difficulties, that you make sure they're aware of that you're there, that you would be here to help if they need it, but do not force them or do not nag on them. So coming now to the point, what I wanted to go to is a few years back, through a friend, I discovered here in the UK, I don't know if there's anywhere else in the world, but I assume there is more than that. There is an app called Olio where they do food sharing. There is certain people in communities, they're going around collecting food at the end of the day from supermarkets and so on, and then they post that on the app and distribute it, and you can go and collect it. So you need to have the app to ask for the food. It's been shown on the app, so you can click on it and agree to a time when you would come and collect it. But that's one of the things. Another thing, and I'm pretty sure that's anywhere else as well, in lots of other countries, there are food pantries locally where you can find out, and if you food vouchers, I think the council will help with that. There are, here in England, we got a citizen advice bureau who will point you in the direction where you can get help with that. We also have a thing called the free fridge, where you can collect food for free. There are lots of charities who give away food for free. So it's really putting out your feelers where you can access this kind of things. So the local town council possibly will have the best way to find something. Then you have the some churches offer services as well to, and I'm not a religious person, so besides of that, but there are lots of good people working there, helping and putting you in the right direction where you can go in to get some help, and not only for food. So yes, that's one of the groups. Then there are lots of local communities, and just in talking to other people to find help, have a look out in shops. Often they have these blackboards where there are flyers hanging about, and again in libraries, for example, they usually have flyers hanging about where things are offered. Getting involved in these kind of things is just finding out what's available. Obviously, also it's worth checking out your own town or city online, finding their website and see what they offer, whether there would be help for this kind of thing. For myself, I was in need of counselling, obviously, and I found lots of ways to get free or cheap counselling from certain organisations. I won't name them here because they all vary in names and in wherever you are in the world. So all these things are available. You also have things called a community hub, or we have here in our area, it's called warm spaces. That's during the winter mainly, where you can go and get a free cup of coffee or tea and just keep warm. And again, they can give you directions and point you in the right way where you can get stuff. There are coffee mornings all around. You have in lots of cities now, you find these repair cafes, and you will find that they also have the connection and can signpost you somewhere you want what you need. Then there is obviously these lots of apps like on Facebook or anywhere else, other social platforms, where you can find apps for recycling, they're called, and more often than not you can actually find free furniture, free clothing, or swapping, stuff like that. So there is really lots and lots of help, and this is one of the things what goes back to one of my last videos I've done about the positivity. It far outweighs the negativity. So this is part of the beacon of light, so to speak, that there really is a lot of help, there is a lot of love and good-heartedness, people who want to help. And obviously if you're giving away furniture or clothes, even if it's just to charity, doesn't matter. In a way, you also recycle and help the environment. So it has a lot of good way. It's all positive in that kind of thing. So yeah, it's not necessary. I don't like using the label charity as such, but I can't find really another thing to pronounce it. It's just people wanting to help. And yeah, so there's a lots of aid going out and help people wanting to help others. Just keep your eyes open, keep your ears open, and even if you don't need yourself help, if you see something and you might know someone who may need the help, it won't hurt to give them a little piece of paper just in case they ever want to. It's not forcing on you, just saying, hey, look, this is here in case you know someone. You don't have even say this for you. Say if you know someone who needs it, point them in that direction. So this way you can do it in a gentle or subtle way, trying to help them as well. Because I know for myself, it's before I got out with my daughter of the situation, I wasn't aware that there is anything out there. I thought I would be standing there, that we maybe be homeless. That was our greatest fear at the time, that we not be safe and any kind of that thing. I was not aware of the vast network of help, and more often than not, actually free, doesn't cost anything. And I learned to really appreciate these little things in life. There is so much help out there, it's unbelievable. So yeah, for me it would be interesting to see what other people, for example, can put some more pointers out, any more options. I think this would be a great way of sharing to grow a platform, people are helping. Just even if you just comment it or anything like that, or even sending me an email, I don't mind with either way. I just want to help. I just want to give back what's given to me. So my question from me to you is, please share your local resources or initiatives with each other, having compassion, unity and love. That is the most important thing these days especially, and just do it from love, and it gives you so much satisfaction, and it really is a wonderful feeling knowing you helped someone today, even if it was only a smile and the other person smiled, even if you don't know them. So yeah, I will leave it at that. So thank you very much again, and have a great day. I hope this helps a little. Thank you. Bye.